for my friends and family, like what can I do to help them protect, like what can I do to help protect my kid, my family, my nieces, my friends' kids? Like what can I do to protect the young girls in my life from becoming a victim?
Well, one, to be taking the training to know the prevention training, or that we have. And two, there's also other entities out here that you can actually get involved with, which we have the information for that, where you can take online training and just it's the be able to train to be aware of what's going on, because right now, general public, you don't know what it looks like. Okay, you don't know what to look for, and just like handgun training, fellow instructor, people don't know until they learn what to do and how to do. And see, and that's what the training does. And so that once you take the basis of that to get the foundational information, then you can come together and we could teach neighborhoods to do that, where they can have their own neighborhood watch to watch their children and what to look for, and to be aware of their surroundings as well. Because that's the big thing, is situational awareness. I mean, I know I drill that with my students all the time. You need to be, taking the situational awareness training, because you have to be aware of your surroundings. And that is the big thing. And if you have multiple set of eyes watching the neighborhood, and the children knowing the neighbors, and the neighbors knowing whose children and who's who, and and basically a neighborhood block watch, being part of that. We definitely would come in to those who have established black block watches already, to come in and do prevention training, as well as doing the child ID kits as well. So we definitely could do that as well. Churches, we definitely go to churches, wherever, groups can come together. We definitely could train and definitely can teach, and let them know what to look for, and what to do in events something is happening. The big thing is, you see something, you say something. You even little things, because it could be little things that are happening around you that you might not notice, but then they're doing a study case of your area, a case study of your area, to see what children they can get. And once they see the child is interesting, they take a picture of the child, they put it in their network. And if somebody says, "Yeah, I want that child," all of a sudden they're going to work towards getting that child. And so there's things that you have to look for and have to be aware of. And but the awareness is the big part, and awareness is a big weapon against that, because you're aware of your surroundings, and they cannot set up. And it's not like it's hopeless, like they just going to get them. Now, if you're being aware, and there's an adult always around, never leaving your child alone outside, or going somewhere in the bathroom by themselves, and because there's been children that have been kidnapped right out of church, because they parents let them go to the bathroom by themselves, and all of a sudden folks are back there because they saw the routine. And that's a big thing too. For people to see the routine of others, they have to be there for a while. So you have to be aware of what's going on, and not just having a tunnel vision, like I said before. And so don't let the child go to the bathroom by themselves. Don't care how old they are. Go to groups, like stand outside, or you can go inside with the child, whatever, But you definitely have to be aware of your surroundings. So, and that's the big weapon against that. The fight against that is awareness. And uh, I've seen too many people that, like at church, since I do go to church, we both do. They just stare at the pulpit. They don't look around their surroundings, and not aware of nothing but the pulpit. And you have to be aware, because churches are a soft target, unfortunately. And so a lot of things could happen with that, with churches, and and other places where people meet, and you have someone that's doing a show, and you can't just get caught up into the show or the entertainment. You have to be aware of your surroundings and of your child and where they're going. And don't be in your phone either, because you could be in your phone in a conversation, and all of a sudden your child can still be taken from you. And because you weren't aware of what's going on or your surroundings. Have that safety bubble of awareness around you, so that if anyone comes in that bubble around you when you have your child, then you're challenging them. You're figuring out who they are and how you doing, or at least talking to them, acknowledging them. Hey, I see you, type thing. And that's just sharing some of that situation awareness training that we do. Um, just kind of being aware of that. But you have your safety bubble, so if somebody gets close to that, you're focused on them and seeing what they're doing and keeping your child a little closer to you. And as well as anything else, because you don't know what they may do. You don't know if they have a partner with them, or three people with them, or one takes your attention when somebody else grabs the child and leaves before you know it. So it's just being aware, and if you can, be in groups where it's harder for someone to take someone, when there's a group of folks that's coming together. Two adults, being together, because you got more eyes that you can look around and see. And so it's there's a lot of tools and weapons and things that can be done to help prevent that. You just gotta learn what to do. And you can't just think, oh, I'll just be aware of my surroundings. Well, no, there's techniques, as you know, Miko, there's things that you have to be taught to know what to look for, how to look. It's not just as simple just looking around. So you definitely being aware. And if you can get the neighborhood to be aware, that's awesome. You get your friends to be aware and their neighbors to be aware, that's awesome. And hopefully it's not like you're being nosy, you're just being aware. And so that's what's awesome. So hopefully that can help right away until people can come and get the training from us.
Yeah.
Training
Yeah.
and information.